Hi, so I want to give you guys a little bit of help with your practice with cladograms or branching trees. When you open up, you'll see there's a thing for your name here. So you're going to go ahead and put your name on your work. Okay. So when we're looking at a cladogram, what you need to remember is where two lines come together is where a common ancestor is. So here's my common ancestor right down here, right? So your first question is asking what vertebrata means. It sounds like vertebrae, right? So if you don't know, you can Google that and find out. Which type of animal is the lizard most closely related to? So your lizard is all the way up here. So what you're looking for is where his line comes together with another organism's line, the most recent in time. So the bottom, this is the common ancestor to all these organisms, all right? This is way far back in time. And here at the top is like recent time. So you got to figure out who's most closely related. All right, over here we have a cladogram with flies and butterflies and wasps and beetles. So they want to know who's most closely related to the flies. So yet again, even though it's shaped a little bit different, you want to look at where the two lines come together. All right, so for example, who's most closely related to the beetles? Well, the beetles line goes all the way back here. So if you're looking for who's most closely related to him, you're probably looking at wasps, bees, and ants, right? Are most closely related to him. All right, then there's a little paragraph about this particular cladogram and what may or may not be wrong with it. Down here, you're going to be looking at this cladogram to determine who humans are most closely related to. And once again, you're looking for where lines come together, and that's where common ancestors are. And you have to look at those characteristics that are written on there. Name two types of prosimians, so you got to find prosimians on there, and the two species, which will be at the top, that belong to that group. All right, and the last one, which is probably the only one that's any kind of difficult, and it's not that difficult, is you're going to take these little words over here, like reptiles, and put them where they go. So if you're doing this, for example, if you're doing reptiles, first of all, if they have a backbone, then they have to be after where backbone shows up. Not before it, because if they're before it, they do not have a backbone. 4 limbs, so if they do not have 4 limbs, they would come before it if they do. And reptiles do, they have 4 limbs, so they're going to be somewhere over here. And then we got eggs with a shell. Well, reptiles do lay eggs, most of them, not all of them. And so they're going to go over here near number 4, all right, where they have all of these characteristics. So now you got to figure out the other 3. So hopefully they helped you out just a little bit with doing our cladograms. Good luck, guys.